Good morning, everybody. We're coming to you live online from Congregation Temple BEth Torah in Humble, Texas, and with a phenomenal group of people. It's so lovely to be here with all of you. And to our friends online, we're going to share with you a little thought before we begin our regular live class. And as always, you're welcome to join us here in Humble every single Sunday morning with Rabbi Yaakov Wolbe. It's such an honor to be sitting here in his place. With Rabbi Yaakov Wolbe at 10 a.m. Correct?
Yes.
10 a.m.
Yep.
9:30.
And in the fall, it's 9:30. Okay. So, just this week's Parsha. This week's Parsha is Parsha's Aryeh. And the Parsha starts off with something which is really surprising in our generation. My son once went to a soccer game. No, he was part of like a league. And it was the championship. It was the last game. And he lost. Okay, let's pack our bags and go home. No! They're giving out trophies to both teams. Right? They're giving out trophies to both teams. I told my son this is the last time you're ever on this league. Right? I want you, when you lose, I want it to hurt. You know why? Because if you don't have that pain, you'll never fight harder to win. Right? We need to make good choices. We need to fight good fights in order to succeed. Now let's look at this week's Parsha and let's see if it matches up with that soccer match. It says, Re'eh, see, I present before you today a blessing and a curse. The blessing that you hearken to the commandments of Hashem, your God, that I command you today. And the curse, if you do not hearken to the commandments of Hashem, your God, and you stray from the path that I command you today to follow gods of others that you did not know. All right, so here God is telling us, you have a choice. You can choose my way and get blessing. You can choose another way and get cursed. It's our choice. And here God is saying, look, if you go this way, you have one result, and if you go this way, you have another result. And isn't that amazing that we're living in a culture today where it's fine, everything is neutral. Everything is neutral. There's no results, right? If you get a bad score on the test, they'll figure out a way to fudge the numbers so that you can pass the test. My wife found she was looking through my old notebooks, and she found a score on a test. On the top of the test, it said my score, and it said 65, and my rabbi wrote right under it, with mercy. Right. All right, that's one thing.
You
right?
actually failed the test?
Well, it said 65 is passing, right?
65 was passing.
Not when I was in school.
Well, in New York it was. Liberal New York.
65 was
But
indeed.
65,
70 or less,
it was
most
passing,
of them
but it was with mercy. That's one thing. But today, there's no winners, there's no losers, there's no right, there's no wrong, right? We don't want to, and maybe it's important to be sensitive to people's feelings. It is very important, not maybe, it's very important to be sensitive to other people's feelings. But does that mean that we shy away from the truth? Does that mean that we shy away from what's right and what's wrong? And I think it's something to think about. I think it's something certainly to talk about with our family. It's a great conversation over a barbecue. What do you think, right? And I think as a general understanding of the Torah is that the greatest gift God gave us is the power to choose. We can choose right, we can choose wrong. Right? It's your choice. And not only that, as we'll see shortly in our class, God waits. God has mercy, and God has forgiveness, and God has patience, and God waits for us. Even if we make a wrong decision, we make mistakes that could have strong repercussions. God says, you know what, I'm going to hold off on punishing. Because God is all merciful. Because God is all patient. It says, Erech apayim. God waits and waits and waits for us to repent. He waits for us to go back to the right way, to the right path. All right? So with that, my friends, thank you for joining us online. You're welcome to like, if you like it, and share it with your friends so we can spread Torah to the entire globe. But to continue this class, you have to be here in this room in Temple BEth Torah in Humboldt, Texas. Thank you for joining us, and have a lovely day, my friends.